What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Trash Trucker coming at you here. We are here at the house. Yep. Last I checked, yeah, I'm here at the house, y'all. We hope everybody is doing okay today. I'm here we have Thor for president right there. We have Lizzie, which he's looking inside the house looking for something. I don't know quite who he's looking at because Jamie doesn't get home from school for about another 5-10 minutes. But yes, we're here with our little kitties enjoying this nice, good, rainy day. It's pretty miserable up here in Atlanta. It's been raining all day long. But today, appreciate all y'all coming on in. Let me see if I can figure out how to get to this stuff because, I did some changing around here. I need to look and see how we get this stuff on. So I'm actually trying a different layout compared to what I'm used to. So now I got to try to figure out how to get to the comments. I guess I probably should have figured that out. There we go. Now we're in it, I think. I think this is showing it, y'all. But yeah, trying a different layout. I'm here on home Wi-Fi, which probably works better than truck Wi-Fi, to say the least. Because the truck thing just constantly has an issue. I mean, every time I turn around, there's a problem with it. So we hope everybody is having a good day today. Y'all, pardon me, I'm still playing with this thing, trying to get in here to the menus and the settings and so forth. So pardon me. Let's get the say no to speed limiters out of there because, that's still an issue. So hopefully everybody has gone on there and left comments about the speed limiters. Hopefully you've let your voices be heard because we definitely want to let our voices be heard, y'all. Let's see here. Messages start coming in from the platforms. So, anyway, status on my truck. It is still at the shop. They did call me this morning saying that it may possibly be ready late this afternoon this morning. I know they did hook the batteries back up a while ago because I started getting alerts that my batteries are down to 10 volts. Twin 2, my brother, he actually stopped by the terminal there yesterday and unplugged the batteries because they were down to 12.3 volts last night. So he happened to be running through on his way up to a customer to deliver. And he like, hey, you want me to stop by and disconnect the batteries? I'm like, that would be very wonderful if you did. What's up, David? How's it going there, brother? Yeah, David, I thought I would do a quick live here. David, it's been crazy. I've actually been working on a video. I've got all my laundry. I've got other stuff all packed up. More or less, it's packed up by the door anyway. I have packed it in my brother's car because I don't want to leave stuff in a car out there because since how the driveways in this neighborhood are not very big, we are like nose to tail and we're like sticking like this far out there in the road. So anybody can see what's in the car. So I don't want to have to I've got a twin mattress, brand new mattress that I ordered. Actually showed up here before I actually got home. So I didn't want to put that in there and leave that sitting in a car with no tinted windows. So none of my stuff is packed up. I got a whole new pillow, sheet set, bed, and all that mess for the truck. All that's going to be, hopefully, when I get back out, hopefully things are going to go nice. We'll have new tires. But now my brother sent me pictures. So I'm not going to be hit as hard as what I thought because brother sent me pictures last night. Undoubtedly, they had a problem getting Michelin tires because I noticed Toyo tires are actually on my truck, not Michelin's. And anyone knows tires, they know there's a big difference between Toyo price and Michelin tire price. So I don't think I'm going to get hit near as bad. So I think that may be a good thing. But yes, hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Like I say, I'm out here on the back porch. We have Lizzie sitting right here. I'll show you. He was the first original truck cat. Let's see if you can see him. Yeah, I think you can see him. Yeah, that's Lizzie, the first original truck cat. Then, of course, we have Thor Bug over there. He's over there watching the birds. All right, loud and clear. All right. But yeah, I've never actually done the live with the laptop and the camera from the laptop, to be honest. I've always used a tablet, or I've used my phone to do the lives. I've never actually used the laptop. I think I've used the laptop a couple of times, the old laptop, but I never actually used the laptop. I had it tied with the external camera that I ran back to the sleeper, and then an external microphone went into the sleeper. So, but they are working on the truck. They should, so like I said, have it either today or in the morning. Catherine would actually prefer me not leave out until at least tomorrow night, Wednesday morning, which would realistically probably be better for tomorrow if they do get it ready, because the whole time I've been here since the 10th, she's only had 2 days off. And with her, they work her mids. So, of course, and she works every weekend. She's always guaranteed to work every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and daggone Monday. Guaranteed, they always work her those days. And then whatever other days. But they always put her on those days. It stinks. And here comes Thorbug. Hey, buddy. I'd rather you not walk in front of the computer. Okay, there you go. And of course, you know, there's Thorbug and Joe. Of course, my Thor for President shirt. And he is, the hair is real with this one. He wants cuddles, y'all. But we've only actually had 2 days since the 10th. And today's the 23rd now, I believe. Yeah. We've only had 2 days that she was actually off. And those 2 days there, I was still sick. It was last week. So I was still sick at the beginning of the week. So we actually didn't get to go anywhere or do anything. We pretty much sat home. So she would like for me to take tomorrow off if the truck is ready. Tomorrow's election day. With me being sick, we didn't get to go early vote together at the beginning of last week. So she would like for us to go vote tomorrow and then go out to eat. We did go have our pizza with Jamie on that Sunday, that first, when I came into town that week. Of course, you know, we had to meet Catherine after she got off work. But so she would actually kind of like for us to, you know, do something. What's up there, Doug? North Country. I kind of get it. I mean, it stinks that they work her mid shift. So basically, Jamie graduates this Friday. Of course, you know, my train of thought was, hey, hopefully I could have got done. I could have got could have been done with Miami, come back, got the truck worked on, or everything would have been cool. I would have timed it right so that while I was down for having the truck worked on, I could have been there at the same time getting the stuff worked on as Jamie's graduation, because Catherine actually has this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, that'd have been 4 days, because that's when I was originally going to take off anyway, because I was kind of thinking, well, you know, what's up there, Willie? Because I was kind of thinking, well, you know, we'll go and then we'll, I'll come back from Miami, maybe 2 days to work on the truck or whatever. So then I'll run, just hurry up, knock the quick stuff out, get done. We get to go. I'd get them 2 days or whatever, get a hotel for that Wednesday or Thursday that I was in town. Then I thought I'd have my truck back by Friday. Didn't work. And then I thought I could run until his graduation and then take that time off, but didn't quite work out the way you want. Nothing ever seems to really work out how you plan. So that's the downside in life. Nothing's ever how you actually plan things. So she'd really like for me to take off tomorrow if the truck is ready, y'all. But y'all know what it's like trying to get parts. Now, granted, I did have a heck of a list. 10 new tires, kingpins, brakes and drums all the way around. Did I say kingpins? Yeah. Bushings on my leaf springs and all. Bushings were bad on the back. Clutch. Overhead, and then we found out it wasn't the rear main seal that was leaking, but it was actually whatever the bell housing was there by the rear main seal or clutch and all that. Whatever it was egg shaped. So had to get that in and get that replaced. So y'all know what it's like. Trying to get parts is absolutely ridiculous nowadays. It's stupid. It's absolutely ridiculous trying to get parts, y'all. So that's kind of slowed things up. Oh yeah, plus a raised fifth wheel too. They did call me on that that is Thorbug. Really? There's Thorbug back there. He's on top of the grill. And I did get a 40-pound bag of bird seed because on the little bird feeder there, I just filled those up 2 days ago and it's like they're already empty. We have 2 squirrels, one that lives in a tree right behind us and another one that lives across the street in the front yard across the street. He comes over, runs through the neighbor's yard across the street, runs through our yard, runs up, jumps up on the fence, and then comes over and then comes around and then eats the squirrel feeder with the other one that lives back here. They're actually pretty cool. But the squirrels always eat the bird seed. Now, the birds were always picky. We used to have a big old mix of all the other different stuff, and I come to the conclusion, we need to stop wasting the money on the big mix because whatever the little white pellets were in there, you'd sit there and look. We'd sit on the porch and we'd be cussing birds. I ain't gonna lie, we were cussing birds because you can see with their beaks, they're just shoveling bird seed onto the ground. Just in globs. It got so bad there was a mound built up this high beneath the bird feed where in the winter, that's the only place that had green grass. Grass was so beautiful, luscious, green, thick, but it was from all the bird seed and everything that they didn't feel like eating. They were just shoveling down there and it was building up, and that stuff, I don't know what it did, but I guess it sure helped the ground because we had plenty of green grass all up around there. It was wonderful. All right, you take care there, Willie. But yeah, so I did get that. But yes, that was Thor back there behind us, y'all. But anyway, Dubs is getting on the truck. So the fifth wheel, they did call me today on that and said that they got had a certified welder. We can either order the whole kit with the raised fifth wheel because nobody will adjust the fifth wheels anymore. Mine's got some slop in it. Nobody wants to touch them because of insurance liability. So you're kind of toast on that. So you pretty much have to buy a new fifth wheel because no one, once there's play in it, nobody wants to adjust it because of liability reasons. So, and I wanted a raised one anyway. So he did call me and said, well, they can get the brackets to actually have it welded up with a certified welder and actually raise it up because I want the fifth wheel raised up some. But the thing with that is it's like $1,500. It'll be $1,500 just to have the welder weld that up. Well, then that still does me no good because then I still have to drop. All right, David, you take care, David. I can find it, yeah. But the I still have to put my fifth wheel plate. I see the school bus. Jamie's home. But I still have to put my fifth wheel plate back down on it. That still doesn't give me a new one. That's just $1,500 for them to weld it to raise it up. So you might as well just buy a whole kit that's got the whole slider plate, fifth wheel, and all already raised. So that's what I ended up doing. But they said that we're looking at least Friday for that. I wonder if I'd be fine without that until that comes in, then we can just swap it out later on. Pizza. So that's probably what we'll end up doing. I told them, yeah, just go ahead and order a whole new kit. Raise fifth wheel, then we'll worry about that later, changing that out. I can run with what I've got until then. I mean, just kind of beat you every time you hit the brakes. You kind of feel the trailer shift a little bit and you feel a little banging because there is some slop, but hey, there ain't too much you can do. Okay. So, but at least we are getting the truck fixed. So I'll definitely be back out this week. I was trying to work on another video. It's taken forever for the computer to compile it. I was actually kind of working on two different ones. What's that, Thor bug? Actually kind of working on a couple of them. I actually found the majority of the stuff is in the hard drive on the truck. I got that 12 terabyte hard drive before I left Miami. Transferred everything onto it. Brought the old one home, which only has 5 terabytes, and it's like full. It says there's only, I think, was it 12 gigs of space left on a 5 terabyte hard drive? Not much room at all on that one. That's why I ended up getting a 12 terabyte hard drive, because it's that full of videos and YouTube stuff and pictures. Because a lot of people, everything's digital now, so all the family photos and everything I saved backed up on, they were on Google Drive, and I actually have 200 gigs of Google Drive I paid for, but that's eating up all my Google Drive things right there. So I'm trying to get those off of Google Drive and keep them on an external hard drive, because computers crash and you don't want to be able to have a backup of all your pictures, because those are pictures going all the way back to like 2004 when I first started driving a truck. Pictures of my kids and all that. Pictures of me and my brother when we first started with Stevens Transport in 2004. So I don't want to lose any of those. So everything's backed up on that drive in there. So kind of not much I can do for videos on that one unless I get another external hard drive. So yeah, it's one thing or another when you're dealing with videos. That's the downside to wanting to do YouTube videos, is because there is so much space that is required for videos, especially if you keep any of the footage, which I have for every year. Like when I started doing the videos in 2020, well, I got 2020 folder. Okay, then I've got a January folder. Okay, well then any video on, say, like January 5th. Okay, well then there's 2020, 01/January. Okay, then say 05 in there for January 5th. And then whatever the title of what that video is about. And then inside that folder, then there would be like a folder that has phone footage, a folder that would have like camcorder or GoPro footage, or like with my cameras now in the truck, camera that says camera footage. Cams, yeah. So we have camera, phone, dash cam, and then cameras, which are all my dash cams, or all the outside truck cams on the mirrors, back, and all that stuff. So Art, I think they did hook them back up, but the last alert I got showed they were at 12.8. Give me just a second. I'll get my phone. My phone's right here in the office. Ooh. Well, let's see here. The last notification that I got was that at 4:11 saying my Green Machine batteries are low voltage warning. Voltage are 10.78 volts. 10.78. Before that, at 3:11, they were 10.83 volts. Then before that, they had just hooked the batteries up at 250. I guess they needed power for something in the system. So they hooked them up at 250. They were actually 10.95. So they've gone from 10.95. Then it shot up to 11.2. Then down to 10.95, 10.88, 10.83. Now they're down to 10.78 volts. So they're not being charged yet. What's up there, DC? So the batteries aren't being charged yet. They're still on the low side, shall we say. Yeah. Oh, well. It is what it is, y'all. But, hey, they are working on the truck, so I know that they'll be able to at least get the truck cranked up. All they have to do really is give it just enough juice and turn my APU back on. APU will fire them and charge them back up. If they can just at least turn the APU back on. But with it being in the shop, they don't want them, set up. I'll show y'all. Let's see here. I don't know how well y'all be able to see this. Brother sent me pictures last night of my truck when he stopped by. So, yeah, the front end's taken all off. So they got them all ripped apart there. My brother sent me a thing saying, see, I did unhook your batteries. As y'all can see, I have Interstate. I've got the Interstate deep cycle batteries. They were like about $400 a piece for the deep cycle batteries. More of the front end where they're all taken apart. But we're getting bushings changed out. We got some, I guess that's some leaf springs hanging down there on the ground that need to go in. Changing and putting new bushings in. Of course, there she is, still all jacked up. What else we got? Aha. And this is when I found out, looking at the picture, like, those are Toyos, them aren't Michelins. So, yes, so we do have a new set of Toyo tires. And as y'all can tell it's nighttime inside the shop. Nobody's there, and brother was inside. That's at our terminal, our shop. So you can see I've got still the lower fifth wheel. It's not the raised fifth wheel. So he was sending me that to let me know, hey, look, you've still got that fifth wheel. They haven't changed that out yet. But they are working on it, y'all. Let's see here. Eugene, the drive van, we're actually going to be using the drive van. They've got the tag and everything on it, but we'll be doing both. I've got to see if I can actually fit with that drive van, because now that I've got the hose rack on the back of the truck and my toolboxes mounted on the back, which kind of stick out a little bit further towards the trailer, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that pivot and swing with the corner of the trailer. I'm afraid it may track and hit the box. So once I get back, I'll have to try that out and see how that works. Because granted, I was fine before, but I didn't have the hose right now. Granted, when I pulled the box, the drive van, I still had the toolbox on my catwalk there, but I had the box about 6 inches further towards the front. So with status, even though I had the toolboxes on the truck with status, I didn't have the hose rack, which now the hose rack is slid forward because the hose rack comes up high enough to where there's the satellite dish and all that and bracket that it's right there up against. Plus, I've got to have room for my hoses to go in between the sleeper and the daggone on the hose rack, because with a Coronado, at least my Coronado Fitzgerald, it's got everything sitting there. Unlike some trucks where you can hang the hoses down over the hose rack and let them drape straight down beside the frame and hang down. Well, we've got the steps, we've got the boxes, so there is no room for them. So they have to kind of loop back around and rest. So since I can't have them come all the way in front of the boxes, they won't be able to get in the boxes, they're behind in between the hose rack and the actual sleeper. So those are right up against the daggone sleeper. So there's not really much room. I can move the hose rack. So of course, with the boxes there, so wiggle room and play a swing in a trailer, I'm not 100% sure, I'll be honest. So I may not be able to pull the box, but it's at the company. I've got insurance on it. I've got a tag on it. So the company can pull the box. We'll get all that hammered out. But yes, they are wanting us to pull totes and everything else dry van with that dry van box. So the box will be used one way or another, whether it's me that pulls it or whether it's someone else. I'm not sure, but it will be pulled. What's up there, Kyle? We got Nevada Trucking and Trails. I saw your video there with Red Hurricane there in Nevada. That's crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy. But yeah, luckily we are still being okay with our freight rates. Our freight rates are still in the fives to the truck. Brother just pulled a load for like $6 something a mile. So our hazmat rates are still very well. I mean, we're still up and good with hazmat rates. So we're not worried about the rates at all right now. A lot of people have dropped their hazmat. A lot of people don't want to mess with hazmat. And then when it comes to tankers too, I mean, you can't get people to freaking show up. I know, right? Nevada. He was definitely raging there a little bit. I thought that was like, okay. And he always wants to preach about, civility, but it didn't seem too civil when y'all walked up on him. But these the rates are definitely something everybody needs to watch out for. Definitely, Nevada's got plenty. Y'all check his videos. He's got plenty on the rates. Buckling down. Definitely need to prepare for what's coming because it's getting ugly. They're predicting gas, diesel hitting up $10 a gallon, which is insane. Before I left Miami, I only got 170 gallons at the truck stop down there in Miami before I came back here, and it was $1,014 for 170 gallons. I mean, insane. I mean, so profit wise, it's getting ugly out here. Any of y'all that watches Clutch Trucker, he tried to get fuel at a TA. Well, their pump stopped him because their pumps at the one that he got fuel at, it wasn't set up to go to $1,000. So it cut him off. Or at least the little mom and pop truck stop in Miami, it was set to go over 1,000. But I just shut it off at 1,014 for 170 because I didn't need that much. I mean, down there, a half a tank would basically get me, 2 weeks down there. So I kind of stopped at 1,014. But what's truck drivers going to do when you're not making any profit because all your money is going to fuel? With the cost of fuel going up, so people start buckling up. I mean, parts, like I say, I've been down. I mean, trying to get parts. I mean, parts are hard to come by nowadays. Everything's sitting in China because the U.S. won't allow us manufacturing. They're killing manufacturing over here, so it's getting rough. So y'all definitely need to be on the lookout for that. Definitely try to buckle up rates. Try to get whatever you can. For those of you who are owner operators, luckily where I'm contracted with, we've got contracts locked in on our rates and just got them locked in. Well, with over $5 a mile, at the lowest mile, 525 mile to the truck. Is what it basically comes out to by the time you add fuel surcharge. I think our fuel surcharge right now, I think we're at 63 or 65% for fuel surcharge right now. I mean, it's insane with the cost of fuel. Some of the companies that we contract with, they've never had it go up so high, and they're locked out at, maxed out at 65% fuel surcharge. And, that's about where some of them are hitting. So it's definitely a rough time in the industry right now. But hopefully my truck will be good. I'll be back out. So yeah, it's basically going to be like a new truck. DC, by the time I get back out, like I say, all 10 new tires, new kingpins, new spring bushings, overhead, new clutch, new whatever that bell housing is there by the rear main seal and the clutch and all that. So I don't know much about engines. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Electronics, no, I do know. I can do my electronics, all my stereos and lights and everything. I've done every bit of the 100% of all the work on all that. So that I know, but when it comes to a motor, not so much, y'all. Not so much. So yeah, because the prices are just going insane on trying to get any kind of parts or anything. We've noticed already how much parts are going up. So basically, by the time I get my truck done, it's almost going to be like a new truck. So hopefully I'll be good to go. I can run for several months without having to worry about anything. It ought to be good for DOT. Hey, like I say, all new tire. At least I missed the road check. I mean, there's always a good positive side. I missed the road check. I was here. And granted, I didn't get as much time with the wife because she's had to work every day except for 2 days since I've been home. And with her mids, still got to get up, get Jamie ready for school. Luckily, he graduates Friday. That'll be the last time. So since she works every weekend, she can't even sleep in on weekends when he's out of school because she always has to go to work. And make sure she works there every weekend, and she always has to do these dumb mid shifts and all that mess till like freaking 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. And then of course, trying to drive 45 minutes to an hour drive just to get to work, and the same thing trying to get home. So we really haven't gotten much time together since I've been home. So that sucks. But her plan is for us the truck's not ready tomorrow or today, which I'm looking at may not be because I'm still sitting 15 minutes away. And it's still sitting at 10 something volts. Luckily, I've got the app. I can refresh the app and see what we're looking at. I recommend any of y'all that have nice trucks like Nevada and everybody. I've got the Viper alarm with the Viper Smart Start command. I mean, hey, I can pull it up, see exactly where my truck is, what the condition is, GPS location, exactly where it's at. I can start it from here. I can unlock the doors from here. I can lock the doors like it's loading right now. I'll pull up the map and show me exactly where it's at. It says the ignition's off. The doors are closed. Security systems disarm. Hood is up, and the battery's at 12.7 volts. So yeah, battery's still dying down. So yeah, they're not charging the batteries right now. But at least I know where my truck is at all times. So with times getting hard, people stealing trucks, because while I was down in Miami, they had 3 trucks stolen while I was down there in Miami. HMI put out one of them was a daggone, what was it, $750,000 semi-wrecker that they stole. I mean, cut the fence, got in, got the wrecker started, then used the bobtail to back up and bust the gate, and then both of them drove away. Well, 2 of them in the wrecker, 1 of them in the bobtail. I mean, so protect your stuff. I strongly suggest alarms on your trucks, locking fuel caps, because with the cost of fuel, you can believe people are going to be stealing fuel left and right here. With the cost of fuel, I would not leave your truck anywhere that you don't know. We actually had where I was at before for 10 years. Somebody actually stole fuel out of there in Brunswick, Georgia. Rogers Carter was 100% owner operator terminal. Somebody stole fuel out of one of the trucks, left it bone freaking dry, sitting right there on the terminal yard. So if your truck's not in a fenced in area and you leave it for a reset or you leave it somewhere, make sure you have locking fuel caps. I think that'll save you because with the cost of fuel, nobody can afford to take that hit. I mean, somebody even steal one side tank of fuel. That could be your whole profit for that load. If not, profit off another load, So definitely keep your fuel caps locked. I strongly suggest that, and keep an eye on your truck. That's the wifey texting. We love our minions. We love cartoons. We always watch cartoons. That's just our thing. But yes, y'all make sure y'all keep your trucks watched. Road calls. Road calls are another big thing that is absolutely hitting people. With the mileage that they're charging, now the truck stops are even charging more. So you can't afford a fuel loss, y'all. So keep an eye on your truck. Keep an eye on your maintenance. Anything that you can do to preventive maintenance, that lowers your cost later on, because the longer you let something, yes, I have a Viper alarm system there, Cal. Paid like $1,400 for the alarm system to have it installed and everything else. Have pins, side box doors, hood, everything is alarmed on that truck. The vibration sensors, it's got the power door lock, so I can unlock my doors, lock my doors, set the alarm. I can do every bit of that from my phone. But got the Viper Smart Start. As y'all can see, 53 notifications for all my batteries. I keep getting notifications. It sends it to me every hour. Every hour I get a new updated notification about batteries. Tells me the battery strength, where the truck is at, GPS coordinates, actual address, the speed. You can actually set up geofencing. My brother has alarms on all of his trucks. So if his employees are speeding, he knows it. He can set a speed on there. So if the alarm, because of course the GPS tracks your speed and all that, if you got an employee in the truck and they go over a certain speed, then he gets a notification saying, hey, look, this truck right over here is going this fast right here. But it's nice knowing all that stuff. I mean, Viper's got excellent alarm systems. I've had Viper and Clifford systems since the 80s when I was a teenager, and I had a brand new 1987 when I'm my senior year of high school. Bought a brand new Buick Skyhawk, lowered it, dropped that sucker, slap on the ground. Had over $3,000 worth of Kenwood stereo system in it in the 80s, back when the DVD players were cartridge CD players that you had to actually stick in a cartridge and stick into the slot. So that tells my age, y'all. But yeah, and then your radio modules, you couldn't have a radio, had to have a separate radio module like you do for the Cirrus tuners that you plug into the back of a stereo. That had an actual radio module separate, just like the Cirrus, because all the guts were just strictly for the CD player and the stereo. Tells my age, y'all. But Viper has been around forever, tried and tested. I mean, it'll save your butt. It'll give you an advanced notification. I've actually got it set up so that, because most truck drivers, when you go to bed, you want to go to bed. You want to go to sleep. You don't want all your emails, social media notifications going through. You want to freaking go to bed and go to sleep. So I use Do Not Disturb on my phone all the time when I go to bed. I always use Do Not Disturb. But now I do have certain things, certain contacts that will override that. So like dispatch, the owner of M. Gibson Trucking. So, hey, if they call, that's going to supersede any do not disturb, because if they're calling, it must be something. So I want that and the Viper alarm. I have that to supersede a do not disturb, because if you're home and your truck's at a terminal, then something goes on, you want to be notified, which is what happened one time before, back in 2020. Yeah, 2020. I had the same thing. I had a Viper alarm system on it, but I did just upgrade it, because that Viper alarm I've had since 2015. So I just had a whole new one put in while I was in Miami. But I got low battery notification. Like I called the terminal, because terminal's in Macon, Georgia. I'm 2.5 hours away up here in the north freaking East Atlanta, Northwest Atlanta. So I called and said, can y'all check on my truck? I'm getting a notification that freaking batteries are low for some reason. Can y'all go to see what's going on? They go out there. There was smoke inside my truck. One of the door actuators had actually fried and was draining the battery and was actually melting on itself, I guess you could say. So they had to open up the doors, cut the freaking wires to the actuator. Basically, it shorted out. It grounded out somehow, somewhere. So, had I not had an alarm on the truck and had that notification, my truck probably would have been on fire in 2020. And nobody would have known it until it was already engulfed in flames, because it was out there in the lot at the terminal. So, nobody would have noticed it. By that time, it's too late. There's a boatload of damage would have been done. So these alarm systems, it's a lot more peace of mind. It's more than just security if somebody wants to try to break in your truck. It's security and it's peace of mind also. So, like I say, I can pull it up, GPS location if I'm here. If somebody happens to get in somehow and grab the freaking truck and take off, you pull it up and you can see where it's freaking at. I mean, it's nice to have that peace of mind, y'all. Anyway, I guess I'm going to come on in here, fix the boy something to eat. For those who don't know, he turns 22 in August, but 3rd grade level. Got autism, so he doesn't really fix him anything to eat and stuff like that. So, what's up, Charles? So, Morgantown, West Virginia. Oof. I believe that's right there. What's that? I-77, somewhere up there in all them freaking hills where it's a fuel burner. Bless your heart, Charles. I stay away from West Virginia and all that fuel. What's up, Ruben? We got Ruben in the house. So, but yeah, y'all, we hope everybody has them a good, safe, blessed day. Everybody stay safe. Hey, like I said, I got to go fix this boy something to eat, or he won't eat. He's a carb kid, doesn't eat much, kind of picky. I'm kind of picky myself. I don't really eat much. I'm kind of, I got texture issues. 68. Okay, that's right. I knew it was around somewhere. But anyway, y'all have a good day. Y'all stay safe. Appreciate Nevada. Thanks for jumping in here. Y'all go check out Nevada Trucking Trails. There's another one. He got off for a little while, but I noticed he is back on here, y'all. People were giving him a bunch of crap. Let me find his channel. Let me send him a quick plug out, y'all. Was it 50 State Truckers, I believe? Yeah, I'm trying to find it, y'all. I believe it's 50 State Truckers. Something like that. Y'all know me. I'm the worst at trying to remember things. 12 State Truckers. There it is. 12 State Trucker, y'all. Y'all go check his page out. He was trying to get off the ground, but had some people not being very, very friendly. So hey, y'all go show him some love. If you want to tell him I sent, you can. If not, it's all good. Just go check him out. We're all out here trying to support everybody out here who's trying to make a living, who's trying to support their family. If you ain't subscribed, give him a thumbs up, help trigger his algorithm, help try to get him going. So anyway, y'all, everybody have a good, safe day, and we will holler at y'all later. Peace out. Tell them bye, Jamie.
Peace.